evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Amit Shah said it to me on the 7th of March. And tonight, the breaking news is that the Citizenship Amendment Act, the CAA, has been notified. I welcome it wholeheartedly. And in this time, I want to begin by saying that we must not give in. We must not give in this time to the Shaheen Bagh type polarizing threats. And we must not allow anyone to spread the falsehood that a few persecuted Hindus, a few terrorized Buddhists, a few persecuted Sikhs, and a few persecuted Christians from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh, where they are persecuted, where they are terrorized, that their coming to India will put Indian secularism at risk. I say on the contrary tonight that it will not. India is not for Rohingyas. This channel will say it as clearly as that. India is not for the Bangladeshi illegal infiltrators who have entered in millions over the decades. And in Indian states, especially the state of Assam, where I am from, especially the state of Bengal, robbed Indians of their own soil, their own security, and their own ethnic identity. India is not for them. Then you'll ask me, if it is not for them, why should it be for a few persecuted Hindus? If Muslims are not allowed to come to India from Pakistan and from Bangladesh and from Afghanistan, why should Hindus be allowed? If Muslims are not allowed to come from Bangladesh, why should Buddhists be allowed? Why should Christians be allowed? Are not all religions not equal? Well, I believe all religions are equal. But can any of the people spreading that rubbish look at me eye to eye and say Muslims are persecuted in Bangladesh for their religion? Are Muslims persecuted in Afghanistan for their religion? Does the Taliban target Muslims for being Muslims? Are Muslims being persecuted in Pakistan? And if they are not, what kind of a Manishankar Iyer argument is this? It's ridiculous. So India is not for those people, but India is for people who have been subject to massacres, rapes and systematic atrocities in neighboring countries. And I am before you tonight to say that we must, without a single explanation, step forward for them. We must make them believe that we are on their side. We must make them believe that we feel for them. Viewers, last time, and I mean when I take the clock back to 2020, last time when Shaheen Bagh and all happened, you may not have known the details of CAA, so you would have been misled. You may have been completely ignorant. When you heard the OACs and the Congress party say that Muslims are going to be targeted and lose their identity, you may have believed it, but you may have fallen prey to all this systematic misinformation then. And the misinformation was that Muslims will lose their identity. But then since then, have you not seen OAC cornered after that? Have you not seen that Kapil Sibal? That Kapil Sibal cornered after that? You have seen them effectively admit that they lied, So this time, my only request to you is on top of my program, don't be taken by their lies. Believe me, I have no interest in this. I'm on your side. I'm on the nation's side. Believe in what I'm telling you. And what I'm telling you is that if we are people with a conscience and a heart, sit around in your drawing rooms tonight and ask yourself and ask your family members, do we hate persecuted Hindus from Pakistan so much? Do we hate persecuted Buddhists from Afghanistan so much? And how many of them are there anyway in the whole of Afghanistan? There wouldn't be more than 500 Hindus and Sikhs. They say we should be insecure of them coming here. No, we should open our hearts and our homes to them. That if you have a heart and if you have a conscience, then you should say tonight with me that we have delayed CAA by at least a century. Now Narendra Modi and Amit Shah are fixing those mistakes of the past. Let the course correction happen. Let the course correction happen now and not later. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a humanitarian issue. Debate 1 tonight. Modi government delivering on which I believe is a very, very humanitarian gesture before the general election. Debate 2 this evening. We have Agni 5 being successfully test launched. That's huge. That gives us huge ICBM capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lethal missile. The Chinese are very nervous tonight. And debate 3 this evening, the top court is setting the record straight on political funding, transparency. It asks the CBI to disclose the poll bonds details soon, which means we'll know which company was giving how much money to which political party. That's at 10:30 p.m. in terms of ramifications. And here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight. The Narendra Modi government officially announces the CAA implementation sets up portal for registration. This is huge. Asaduddin Owaisi provokes yet again, says those who hit the streets earlier will oppose CAA once again. BJP's key election strategy meeting gets underway. The Prime Minister and the Home Minister are in attendance. The Prime Minister announces mission Divyastra, the success of the mission, as India successfully test fires one of its most lethal missiles, the Agni 5. And the Supreme Court dismisses the SBI plea, the State Bank of India plea, seeking extension in connection of the electoral bonds case, asked to disclose the sensitive data tomorrow. And finally, opposition welcomes the Supreme Court's decision, says the move is necessary for fair elections this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Citizenship Amendment Act has become a reality now. The Narendra Modi government has made the historic announcement just weeks ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. It has therefore delivered one of its biggest poll promises 4 years after the bill was passed. The opposition, on the other hand, has questioned the timing of the announcement and has called for a protest once again. But then why is the opposition spreading a false narrative despite failing to do so the last time, despite the government's assurance? Why is the opposition having a meltdown, a right royal meltdown? Let's debate.
4 years after the bill was passed, the game-changer citizenship law is now a reality. The Modi government made the historic announcement just weeks before the Lok Sabha elections. It delivered one of its biggest poll promise.
CAA ये देश का कानून है, पत्थर पर लकीर है, ये वास्तविकता है, ये लागू होगा ही होगा और इस चुनाव के पहले होगा।
इस चुनाव के पहले होगा। ये बहुत बड़ी बात कही आज गृह मंत्री जी ने, बहुत बड़ी बात हम सबके सामने कही।
प्रणव जी, तालियां बज गई, कोई धमाका नहीं, ये बात मैं 10 बार बता चुका हूँ।
नहीं, मगर आप
चुनाव के पहले CAA लागू होगा, इस देश का कानून है, इसको कोई नहीं रोक सकता।
Celebrations broke out in several parts of the country. Even as protests erupt against CAA in Assam, security stepped up in Shaheen Bagh. The Union Home Ministry has cleared the air once again amid fears of deportation of Muslim immigration. The centre has stated clearly that both the CAA and NRC have nothing to do with deportation. It goes on to say that CAA will not affect any Indian citizen, including Muslims. The opposition has questioned centre's move, alleging it's a bid to polarize polls.
रूल्स नोटिफिकेशन में अगर हम देखेंगे कि ये डिप्राइव कर रहा है लोगों का अधिकार को, हम जब रूल्स निकालेंगे हम उसको स्टडी करके जो बताना है कल बताएंगे। लेकिन मैं आज बोल दिया कि ये बीजेपी का इलेक्शन पब्लिसिटी है, नथिंग इज दिस।
Amisha is known for making such provocative statements Amit Shah is known for provoking people and pitting against one section against another. That is what he wants. At the time of elections, there should be communal tensions, conflicts in the country.
It is discriminatory. And of course, on the basis of religion, Citizenship Amendment Act is going to be implemented.
With the biggest reform now a reality, why is opposition having a meltdown? Let's debate.
Gaurav, I'll be very straight today. Ratan Sharda, Neil Basu, Akashdeep Muni, who backs the AAP, Tariq Ahmed Lari, who backs the SP, Nikhil Jain, backs the Congress, and Zubair Mehman. I'll be very straight. What is the big deal? They are saying that Amit Shah wants to grab the headlines. Okay. Let us say Amit Shah wants to grab the headlines. Tomorrow you'll say Agni 5 has also been launched because the government wants to grab the headlines. Okay. Government wants to grab the headlines, but if something good is being done and headlines are being grabbed, what is the problem? What is this grab the headlines, this stupid argument? Government wants to grab the headlines.
Can I come in?
ये कोई argument नहीं है. No, this is not an argument. It's the most stupid argument I've heard. Government wants to grab.
So
okay, government has grabbed the headlines. It's headline number 1, 2, 3, 4 on
Before it
Republic.
comes in, I have a question.
Yes.
Since Congress asked for CAA for Hindu refugees from Pakistan and Bangladesh, is it not part of the manifesto? Did Manmohan Singh say that we should have law for Hindu refugees or minority refugees coming from Bangladesh and other parts of Pakistan? He said so, right? So what is your fire today? Fire behind is on fire. I don't understand. Secondly, what is this love for our Muslim leaders, for Muslims of Pakistan, when they say that why Muslims of Pakistan cannot be brought under CA? My dear friend, Muslims asked for
Nobody is
Pakistan. They
talking
went to
about
Pakistan.
that.
Those wish
People
to go
talked
to
about
Pakistan.
Muslims.
And if they're fighting with each other, are we responsible? Did Qatar, Saudi Arabia give place to Muslims? Did Egypt, Jordan give place to Gazan refugees? They did not. And he wants us to give them place. So minorities in India are increasing in numbers because we have good law, and minorities in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan are disappearing. So are we responsible? Are we not? Should we not take responsibility for what Liaquat Pact was? What Gandhi said?
Ratan Sharda.
Do you understand what's happening in Jammu Kashmir?
Ratan Sharda, they want to provoke Muslims. They want to provoke Muslims. And to all the Muslims who are watching this program, yeah, no. What happens, Ratan Sharda? They want to provoke Muslims.
Before you speak, go to
And last time they told Muslims.
See what's happening to them before you start here and spouting wisdom. If you had not done this kind of tamasha, law would have been notified.
Yeah, okay.
Earlier.
Now let me get in Zubair and Gaurav. Let me get in Zubair and Gaurav.
I would like to have
Let me get in Zubair and Gaurav. One minute. Yeah, let me get in Zubair and Gaurav. Zubair, Neil Basu versus Gaurav. Mamata Banerjee says, why was today's date chosen? It is a very big conspiracy against Muslims because today's date was chosen before Ramzan. I appeal to people to be calm and avoid any rumors. Mamata Banerjee, there are no rumors. CA is a reality. You be calm. Neil Basu, I want Mamata Banerjee to be calm. She is having a meltdown. She can't handle it.
Nothing to be excited about. The bill
Trying to
was brought
provoke
in the year
Muslims shamelessly?
2019. Now, 2019 bill, just 1 week prior to the elections, this bill has been given effect to. This must be a subject matter of the judicial review. Ample time must be there for the judicial review. This is a class within class.
I'm sorry, judiciary cannot get into everything.
Violation of Article 14.
No, judiciary can't get into
Violation of
everything.
Article 14.
No.
Judiciary was not elected by the people of the country. The judiciary was not elected by the people of the country. I respect the courts, but they are not the elected government of the country. Be clear about that.
May not be on the, but
they are not the elected government of the country.
Just 1 week.
No, they want to.
Just 1
No,
week
they
prior
can't.
to the
Everything is not
elections.
subject to judicial
Just
review.
1
Okay,
week.
let it be subject to judicial review. Stop screaming before that.
Judicial review. Yes, of course. There must be a
So
time
Arnab,
given for
allow
the
me
judicial
to address
review.
all the
you said
points
last
one by
time.
one. I think
One minute,
just
just 1 minute.
deserve a very
Neil, 1 minute. Gaurav just coming to you. Gaurav just coming to you. 1 minute, I'm coming to you completely. Did you, Neil, you Zubair, not say last time that Muslims will lose their identity? Muslims will lose their citizenship? चलो हो गया CA, आपकी citizenship गई क्या जुबैर जी? झूठ क्यों बोलते हो टीवी में आके? CA implement हो गई, notify हो गया. Are you an Indian citizen? You are. You have lied. आपको लगा, you people thought that by creating this sense of fear, Tariq Lari, by creating this sense of fear, you will agitate Muslims against Hindus? You are anti-Hindu? In a country that is 80% Hindu, you are anti-Hindu? Hindus are being persecuted in Pakistan. How many Hindus are there? They will take over your culture if they come here. क्या झूठ बोल रहे हैं तारिक लारी जी? हद होती है. Fake propaganda. आपको मानना होगा आज तारिक लारी and Zubair that you would have done fake propaganda.
थोड़ा समय दीजिएगा.
And you must stop the fake propaganda. You have to stop it now on the program. 9:20 p.m. I'm giving you 5 minutes to admit fake propaganda. हाँ दीजिए. Fake propaganda. Fake propaganda कि Muslims will be second class citizens. झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
दे रहा हूं अर्नब भाई.
Fake propaganda. जवाब दीजिए.
पहली बात है CAA का नाम चेंज कर देना चाहिए. ये सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट का मतलब होता है आप किसी की सिटीजनशिप को अमेंड करेंगे. इसको अमेंडमेंट की बजाय सिटीजनशिप एडिशन एक्ट नाम करिए तो कंफ्यूजन दूर हो जाएगा. दूसरी बात, आपने एक कम्युनिटी को उससे बाहर निकाल रखा है तो वो नहीं करना चाहिए था. मुझे याद है 2014 में जब नरेंद्र जी मोदी जी आए थे तो उन्होंने आने के
कैसे आप बोल रहे हैं बातें? पाकिस्तान के सारे मुसलमानों को हम इधर ले आए. शुड वी मेक ऑल पाकिस्तानी मुस्लिम सिटीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया? नहीं, शुड वी मेक ऑल पाकिस्तानी? अरे आज पाकिस्तानी आर मुस्लिम्स persecuted in Pakistan?
क्या नाम है?
आर मुस्लिम्स tortured in Pakistan? आर मुस्लिम्स tortured in Afghanistan? आर मुस्लिम्स tortured in Bangladesh? क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
देखिए, बात जब सच हो रही है तो उस पर बात रखी जाए.
नहीं, तीसरी बात पे आने ही नहीं दूंगा. मैं पहली बात पे रुका हुआ हूं. मेरी सुई फंस गई है. मैं आपसे सवाल पूछ रहा हूं. गौरव भाटिया डिबेट पर है. एक मिनट, मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूं सिंपल आंसर. अगर कर सकते हैं तो यू टेल. आप मुझे अभी प्रूव कीजिए. सुनिए लारी जी, एक मिनट बात सुनिए. आप मुझे इस वक्त प्रूव कीजिए. 9:21 है, 9:21 PM ऑन दिस मंडे इवनिंग. यू प्रूव टू मी दैट मुस्लिम्स आर बीइंग परसिक्यूटेड इन बांग्लादेश एंड पाकिस्तान एंड अफगानिस्तान एंड आई विल अपोज CAA. आप ये प्रूव कीजिए. आप गौरव भाटिया के साथ डायरेक्ट डिबेट में प्रूव कीजिए. प्रूव इट नाउ, राइट नाउ, प्रूव इट.
नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ. देखिए, गौरव से मेरा कोई पर्सनल झगड़ा नहीं है कि गौरव से डायरेक्ट डिबेट पे. मैं एक बात कह रहा हूँ, अफगानिस्तान में जो हालात हुआ आपने खुद देखा कि पाकिस्तान प्लेन्स के पहिए पर लटक के जो पहिए बंद होते हैं, लोग गिर के भी मरे हैं अफगानिस्तान छोड़ने के लिए. ये आपने भी देखा, हमने भी देखा. तो क्या उनको नहीं कहा जाएगा कि वो लोग भी बर्बाद हुए हैं? उन लोग के ऊपर भी अत्याचार हुआ है, वहां पे हुआ है, वहां के नागरिकों पे भी हुआ है और वहां की गवर्नमेंट ने किया है, जिस गवर्नमेंट के साथ आज इंडिया की गवर्नमेंट सहयोग कर रही है, जिसको आतंकवादी सरकार कहा जा रहा है, जिसको आतंकवादी कहा जाता था पहले. पहली बात. दूसरी बात, पाकिस्तान में भी ऐसी बहुत सी कम्युनिटीज हैं जो मुस्लिम कम्युनिटीज हैं जिनको बाकायदा वहां पे आपके हिसाब से, मेरे हिसाब से और जो दिखता है उस हिसाब से बाकायदा हो रहा है. उन लोग के साथ अत्याचार हो रहा है, उनको आप करिए. बांग्लादेश में भी हो रहा है. आप पाकिस्तान के सिंगर अदनान सामी को अगर आप नागरिकता दे सकते हैं, जो इतना बड़ा आदमी था, उस आदमी को दे सकते हैं, तो क्या वहां के छोटे आदमी को आप नागरिकता नहीं दे सकते? और मुझे याद है अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही अखबार में आया था कि पाकिस्तान के हिंदू जो वहां से भाग कर आए थे, अभी इंडिया की गवर्नमेंट ने उनको भगा के वापस पाकिस्तान भेजा है. वो भी तो देखिए भाई. अर्नब भाई, ये भी ध्यान रखने वाली चीज है.
तारिक लारी आज कह रहे हैं
हर देश में,
तारिक लारी आज कह रहे हैं. अच्छा तारिक लारी देखिए, आई टेल यू वन थिंग. तारिक लारी जी एक मिनट. आप तारिक लारी जी, मैं अगले 2.5 मिनट तक बिल्कुल न्यूट्रल रहूंगा. ठीक है? आप कह रहे हैं कि सारे तालिबान के लोगों को, पूरे तालिबानियों को भारत में ले आना चाहिए. आप कह रहे हैं कि कल अगर हफीज सईद कहे कि मुझे पाकिस्तान में बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है बिकॉज आई एम अ मुस्लिम, उनको ले आओ कि हफीज सईद इज बीइंग परसिक्यूटेड बिकॉज ही इज अ मुस्लिम इन पाकिस्तान. नहीं, दिस शुड बी हर्ड बाय पीपल. ये कितनी ridiculous, आप भी हंस रहे हैं।
बनाइए मेरी बात को।
You are laughing because that is what you are saying.
जलेबी ना बनाइए मेरी बात।
Debate is on. Gaurav is responding. मैंने तो अपनी बात कह दी. People are with me tonight. लोग मेरे साथ हैं तारीख लाने।
I think you need a doctor क्योंकि आप बातों को जलेबी बना रहे हो। मैंने कहा कुछ, आप उसको कुछ पुट्रे कर रहे हो। मैं कह रहा हूँ आतंकवादियों के साथ इंडिया गवर्नमेंट मिली हुई है। अफगानिस्तान में तालिबान की सरकार है, तालिबान तो आतंकवादी थी ना, आज इंडिया गवर्नमेंट उनके साथ मिली है। वो गवर्नमेंट जो लोगों पर अत्याचार कर रही है।
Anyway, Gaurav Bhatia is responding. Gaurav Bhatia is responding on the versus screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Gaurav Bhatia.
इंडिया के पाने के लिए।
Gaurav versus Zubair, opening the debate.
आप ही की सरकार के हिसाब से यहाँ पे वो हो रहा है कि अत्याचार जिनके साथ हो रहा, हम उनको बुला रहे हैं, तो उनके साथ
आपकी भी सरकार है भाई। आपकी क्या सरदारी की सरकार है? आपकी तो भारत की सरकार है। क्या आपकी सरकार? आपकी सरकार कह रहे हैं नरेंद्र मोदी आपके भी प्रधानमंत्री है।
आतंकवादियों की बात नहीं की थी। नहीं, प्रधानमंत्री मेरे भी, लेकिन मैं आपकी बात कर रहा हूँ।
Please allow me to make my point one by one. And I will respond to all the panelists. But the opening statements have to be made keeping in mind whatever is in the interest of the country. This is a historical decision taken by. Please ask him to be quiet, Arnab. This is not done. Mr. Lari is now trying to heckle unnecessarily. Show the same kind of respect I showed you, Mr. Lari.
Go ahead. He was asking me. No,
yes,
Mr. Gaurav, you carry on. You carry on.
So, Arnab,
That's what I was just telling.
Just like Article 370 was abrogated, just the same way today when the rules have been implemented, a historical wrong is being corrected and taking the way of the Constitution. And I must tell you that this historical wrong ought to have been corrected long time back. But it took Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji to correct this wrong, and it would not be wrong to say Modi hai to mumkin hai, Amit Shah hai to raah hai. Amit Shah ji ne चाह लिया तो करके दिखाया. And sometimes the opposition also needs to realize that you don't need words to praise the ruling dispensation if they have done something right. You need a large heart, and unfortunately the opposition doesn't have that large heart because they forget. Do you know when CAA was amended? Arnab, that was challenged before the Honorable Supreme Court. Now the Supreme Court did not stay the amendment. And today, when the rules have been brought in, any citizen is free to challenge those also. But there is a presumption of constitutionality, and that will prevail. Third and most importantly, this is a law that does not deprive any Indian citizen, including the Muslims, of their citizenship. Rather, it is a law which will ensure that the persecuted, especially from the 6 minority communities in the 3 countries which are Muslim dominated, are granted dignity. They are granted citizenship of India because they believe in the ethos of our Indian democracy. Then I come to the next question. Can Mamata Banerjee or Pinarayi Vijayan, who have taken oath under the Constitution, Arnab, come out and say we will not implement this law which has been validly passed by the parliament? The answer is a categorical no. And in fact, they are violating their own oath if they say this, because they have no power to say that we will not implement. And thus, Mamata Banerjee and Pinarayi Vijayan are going against the oath that they have taken. And I must today also say, Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji are 2 leaders who have changed the dynamics of Indian politics. They do whatever is in the interest of Bharat and India. And no force which is negative and sinister can stop the leaders who have a well-thought, positive design for the country. I want to just make one more point. People here say that the Muslims have been left out. No. No Indian Muslim has been deprived of any right that has been guaranteed under the Constitution. लेकिन अगर आप कहते हैं कि एक कम्युनिटी को बाहर छोड़ा, मैं आज 17 करोड़ जो मुसलमान भाई भारत में रहते हैं उनसे कहता हूं, एक चिट्ठी लिखिए, 55 इस्लामिक मुल्क हैं, उनसे कहिए पंथ निरपेक्ष सेक्युलरिज्म को अपने साथ रखे और इस्लामिक नेशन कहना अपने आप को बंद करें. मैं देखना चाहता हूं ये जो धन के लिए जो कहते हैं सब बराबर हैं, कितने लोग गुहार लगाते हैं पाकिस्तान से, बांग्लादेश से, जहां पे हिंदू, सिख्स, पारसी, जैन, बौद्ध सबको प्रताड़ित किया गया है, क्रिश्चियंस को प्रताड़ित किया गया है. What is their stand on the persecution of the minorities in these countries? They will not take a stand, Arnab. Thank you.
No, I have a question here. Tariq, before you respond, I want to ask anyone here, maybe Zubair, just answer one question briefly and then I'll ask you a second one. Was Mahatma Gandhi communal?
No.
Just say yes or no, then I'll ask the follow-up question.
No.
No, okay. Since you say Mahatma Gandhi was not communal, since you say Mahatma Gandhi was not communal, that he was, in your view, secular, though I have my doubts about Mahatma Gandhi's secularism, I don't agree with Mahatma Gandhi on several things. It is my democratic right to say I am not a believer. But the question is, regardless of what, you people who quote Gandhi must also say that Mahatma Gandhi said, 40 days after the independence of India, he said, whenever our Hindu brothers and Sikh brothers living in Pakistan feel insecure and feel that they want to come to India, they must always be made to feel welcome. The first and foremost duty of an independent India is to see that these, that is Hindus and Sikh brothers in Pakistan, if they want to come here, that they are given the amenities for a comfortable existence and that they are given citizenship. End of story. I won the debate. Mahatma Gandhi, ladies and gentlemen, according to my information, was a great believer that the doors of India must be open for Hindus and Sikhs. Hindus and Sikhs who feel persecuted in neighboring countries. Don't laugh. Counter me. There's no point. There's no point laughing. You counter me, say I'm right or wrong. So counter me. No, did Mahatma Gandhi say that or not? Did he say that or not?
No.
Did he say that or not? Tell me.
Yes, he did.
Why did Mahatma Gandhi say that? Why did Mahatma Gandhi say that Hindus and Sikhs must be allowed to come to India if they feel persecuted? Is that not the essence of the CAA?
You're not. Okay. The essence of the CAA is not that because the rules do not, the act does not provide.
Mahatma Gandhi didn't say Muslims.
Oh, Baba. Can you?
I'm asking you about what Mahatma Gandhi said. See, viewers is running away. Ratan Shada is running away on the Mahatma Gandhi point. I have nailed it on the debate. I am telling you, Mahatma Gandhi said that Hindus and Sikhs, when they are persecuted, must be given citizenship of India. End of story.
2014.
He cannot defend the people who don't riot.
What about nonsense?
2014. What about the Hindus being persecuted after 2014?
Who is responsible for daily riots?
What about
Opposition to
the
CAA?
Hindus being persecuted?
You knowing that the Hindus and Indian Muslims still spread
2014?
canard and created riot-like situation and had riots and 60 people died?
Daily riots, you should ask Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
What Congress is opposing now, I asked in the opening debate, starting point, when Congress wanted CAA for the minorities, Hindus and Bauddha, at that time, why today is opposing it?
I'm asking them.
What a change.
What about
Please tell me.
being persecuted in Pakistan after 2014? Why is Mr. Gaurav Bhatia not speaking on that?
Oh, come on, you don't even know the history. You don't know anything. You come here, blabber, you don't know from this time, Hindus and Sikhs and Christians are coming out of Pakistan.
Why do
Are you saying that it has happened in 2014? You should be ashamed. Go visit the area of Jaisalmer, Jaipur, Jahangirpuri, Kutch and find out what's happening. Go to Bengal. Look at what happened to Hindus there. Look at Bangladesh, even today they are being persecuted. They're persecuted in 1980 also, 74 also. Are you aware? You know Chakmas came in 1964. Are you aware?
People are shocked today, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Akashdeep, Gaurav, Akashdeep and Zubair. Gaurav, Akashdeep and Zubair, people are shocked today. 1 minute. People are shocked, Gaurav, Akashdeep and Zubair. People are shocked. They are telling me, is this true? Is Arnab Goswami lying, or is he telling the truth that Mahatma Gandhi wanted persecuted Hindus and Sikhs to be given Indian citizenship? If Mahatma Gandhi says it, he is secular. If Narendra Modi implements it, he is communal. If Amit Shah implements it, it's communal. What hypocrisy! Shame on such hypocrites, Zubair. Nonsense. इतना झूठ बोला है. हाँ बोलिए आकाशदीप.
रिप्लाई देता हूँ. बहुत बढ़िया आपने बात कही. आजकल बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता और कुछ मीडिया वाले हिस्टोरियंस बन चुके हैं, बट चलो कोई बात नहीं. द पॉइंट विच आई वांट टू मेक,
चलो चलो
कि
आगे
आप
बढ़िए,
बोलते
काम
हो
की
कि
बात
नहीं,
बोलिए, काउंटर कीजिए, मुझे काउंटर कीजिए।
वही कर रहा हूँ।
आप
थोड़ा
काउंटर
सा 2
करिए
मिनट
ना।
30 सेकंड
आप बोलिए
दीजिएगा, 30
महात्मा
सेकंड
गांधी ने नहीं बोला था, आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं। आप बोलिए, बोलिए महात्मा गांधी ने
आप
नहीं बोला
बोलते
था।
हैं कि ना कि
बोलिए ना,
सीए
हिम्मत है तो बोलिए महात्मा गांधी ने
अरे
नहीं बोला
रुक
था,
जाओ
आपने
ना, एक
महात्मा
मिनट,
गांधी को
एक
गलत
मिनट
कोट कर
सर,
दिया।
सर एक मिनट, सर एक मिनट, 30 सेकंड दे दीजिए बिना रिकॉर्ड। Now you say that CA, you have implemented CA that, so that Hindus from neighboring countries can come to India and have a good living. Very good. चलो बहुत बढ़िया आपने किया। तो एक
Not
बात
just
बताइए,
Hindus,
जो
Christians,
हिंदू रहे
Parsis,
हैं
Jews.
मजनू के टीले पे दिल्ली में 13 साल से, जो पाकिस्तान से हिंदू आए थे और रह रहे थे मजनू के टीले पे 13 साल से, उनका घर तोड़ने का नोटिस आपके लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर विनय जी ने क्यों दिया, जो
No, they are
बीडीए
quite
के
stupid and dumb,
चेयरमैन है?
Arnab.
क्यों
Let me
उन्होंने
respond to
बोला
him.
कि
Let me respond to
रुकिए,
him.
सुनिए, आप सच्चाई बोल दी तो
After he finishes, you respond.
रुक जाओ सर, रुक जाइए।
After he finishes, you can respond.
उन्होंने नोटिस दिया, 7 तारीख को नोटिस दिया कि
महात्मा
7
गांधी
और 8
वाले
को
पॉइंट पे आई हैव
सारे
नॉट गॉट अ रिस्पॉन्स।
पाकिस्तान के से आए हुए हिंदुओं के घर तोड़ दिए जाए। आप YouTube पे जाके देखिए कि ना कि कितने रो रहे हैं, वो बिलक रहे हैं कि ना कि भाई हमारे घर क्यों तोड़ रहे हो। इतना कि ना कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी फिर दोबारा सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी नहीं गई कि ना कि भाई इन लोगों को शरणार्थी है, इनको पुनर्वास का हक दिया जाए। नहीं, आपको सिर्फ राजनीति खेलनी है, आपको सिर्फ हिंदू मुस्लिम करना है, आपको उनको घर नहीं देना, उनको बच्चों को पढ़ाई नहीं देना, उनके
तो महात्मा गांधी क्या हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे थे? महात्मा गांधी हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे थे क्या? महात्मा गांधी हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे थे? अरे आकाशदीप जी, महात्मा गांधी क्या हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे थे?
आम आदमी पार्टी ने जाके
महात्मा गांधी हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे थे क्या, जब उन्होंने कहा कुछ भी
हजारों हिंदू
Gaurav is responding. Debate is hot, ladies and gentlemen. Very hot tonight.
मजनू के टीले पे कभी
9:36 PM. Very hot debate.
भेज के देखिए। और दिल्ली वासियों याद रखना, मजनू के टीले पे जो
अरे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ा हूँ, मजनू का टीला जानता हूँ, आपको मुझे सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं। आपके जैसा इलिटिस्ट इंसान नहीं हूँ मैं आपके जैसा इलिटिस्ट इंसान नहीं हूँ। मैं लुटियन वाला नहीं हूँ आपकी तरह, है ना?
मैं तो एक मिडिल क्लास बनता हूँ, आप एलिटिस्ट है सर। आपने अपने कैमरा पर्सन को मौजूद।
चलिए गौरव भाटिया रिस्पॉन्ड करें। गौरव भाटिया विल रिस्पॉन्ड। चलिए तीव्र गति से आगे बढ़ते हैं, लेट्स मूव फास्ट। गौरव भाटिया रिस्पॉन्डिंग, जुबैर काउंटरिंग।
बार बार इन्होंने कहा मजनू का टीला, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा ये लोग रोहिंग्या के मजनू बोल रहे हैं। Because look at the contradiction in these statements and the politics that they do. For the refugees, if they are Hindus, if there are Christians, Jains and Bauds, then they have no right to even have citizenship in India, which is a secular country. But if there are illegal immigrants, Rohingya, who are Muslims, they will be treated as vote banks and they have all the right to even undertake activities that are against national interest. Such is their appeasement politics. But I must share a fact with you, Arnab, that the 2019 manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party very clearly stated that we will bring and enact Citizenship Amendment Act. And if we promise to the people something and the people voted for us because of our manifesto, are we doing anything illegal or wrong when we keep our promise? I think other political parties should learn from the Bharatiya Janata Party that we are honoring the manifesto of 2019. That is why India gave us this mandate, not to sit, not to, allow infiltration, rather take action and give refugee status to people who believe in the ethos of our democracy. Second, during independence, Arnab, the Hindus in Pakistan were around 20.5%. They shrunk to 1.6% now. But the Muslims in India from 9% grew to 14%. Now tell me, Arnab, is it not a very categorical evidence of how the minorities have been persecuted in the 3 countries which are Muslim dominated? And I think the change has to come from within the community. Even in these 3 countries, the Muslims need to ask themselves, why can't they adopt these secular ethos and say, Pakistan is not an Islamic country, it will be a secular country, and treat other religions with respect. When they don't treat with respect, India stands with humanity and India stands tall And that is what has been proven today when the rules have been enacted.
I'll let Zubair respond. Zubair has been waiting, so I'll go for a straight response, not a counter. Zubair.
शुक्रिया मुझे वक्त देने के लिए। आपने बहुत अच्छा सवाल किया अर्नब जी कि महात्मा गांधी सेक्युलर है क्या। मेरा जवाब भी लिया, मैंने खुले तौर पे कहा कि हाँ वो सेक्युलर है, और आपने भी बिल्कुल ईमानदारी और सच्चाई से कहा कि आप महात्मा गांधी को सेक्युलर नहीं मानते कुछ वजहों से, वो आपकी पर्सनल जो भी वजह होंगी, और आपकी ईमानदारी का दाद देता हूं मैं, क्योंकि जितने भी लोग सीएए को सपोर्ट करते हैं वो मेरी सोच में गोडसेवादी है, और ये गोडसेवादी सोच ही हमको मुसलमानों को दुय्यम दर्जे का नागरिकता बनाने की कोशिश करती है। मुझे पूरा करने दीजिए।
कहा था कि हिंदू एंड सिख शुड बी अलाउड टू गेट सिटीजनशिप इन इंडिया। दैट इज माय पॉइंट। आप जनरलाइज कर रहे हैं।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया इज गॉडसेवादी।
म्यूट मत करिए। मैं एक मिनट, आपको मैं कह रहा हूँ, आप कह रहे ये मैंने महात्मा गांधी को कोट किया। मैंने कहा नहीं, एक मिनट गौरव, जुबैर जी आपको ही समय दे रहा हूँ। नहीं, आपको ही समय दे रहा हूं। मैंने आपको कहा, आई कोटेड महात्मा गांधी on 26 September said, whenever our Hindus and Sikh brothers and sisters in Pakistan feel they want to come to India, they must be made to feel welcome and they should be given citizenship.
Bilkul.
I said this is what Mahatma Gandhi said. Now either you say he said it or didn't say it. If he said it, then you must admit that your whole argument is flop.
मुद्दे ही नहीं समझ आए या आप समझना नहीं चाहते हैं। हमारी खुली तौर पे ये मांग है कि सिर्फ पाकिस्तान ही नहीं बल्कि किसी भी देश में कोई भी माइनॉरिटी या किसी के ऊपर जुल्म हो रहा है तो उसको भारत देश में असाइलम देना चाहिए। भारत देश अपने मॉरल ग्राउंड्स पे खड़ के उसको असाइलम देगा। पर अगर हमारे देश में कोई ऐसा कानून बनता है जिसमें नागरिकता दी जाएगी तो उस नागरिकता के कानून में हम किसी जातिवाद नहीं कर सकते हैं। ये एक सेक्युलर देश है। ये बाबा साहब
What happens to secularism then? And you have to teach secularism here.
अभी तक ये हिंदू राष्ट्र
everywhere where Muslims are in majority, they prefer to have an Islamic country. And if you are in minority, then you speak about secularism. Your heart doesn't give you this voice that you say that all Islamic countries should also adopt secularism.
नहीं, बल्कि हर एक भारतीय जो संविधान पे आस्था रखता है,
you have faith in the Supreme Court of India.
जो गोडसे पे आस्था रखता है,
you have faith in the Supreme Court of India. The Supreme Court of India did not stay
मैं शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ जिस बेबाकी और सच्चाई से उन्होंने गांधी को ठुकराया और गोडसे को माना। मैं अर्नब जी की बेबाकी और सच्चाई का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मुझे वक्त।
Arnab, see, they have no valid points to make. So they will have this debate, Mahatma versus Godse. I don't know what it has to do with the CAA.
तो वो आप अर्नब जी वो क्या
we can have a positive discussion.
गांधी को आप क्यों ला रहे हैं? गौरव भाटिया जी अर्नब जी से पूछ रहे हैं कि सीए ने गांधी को क्यों कोट किया। अर्नब जी जवाब दीजिए।
एक मिनट जुबैर जी मेरी बात सुनिए। गौरव No, Gaurav, actually what has happened here is my question quoting Gandhi has nailed them. Now I will make it a little more difficult for them. How will I make it difficult? I will now quote Jawaharlal Nehru. I also disagree with Jawaharlal Nehru. I think he was a disaster, a selected prime minister who did a lot of wrong for the country. He allowed the British to formulate things in the early part of Indian independence. There has never been a person who has worked as much as against national interest as Nehru. But since these people like Nikhil, like Neil, ये सारे नेहरू के भक्त हैं. In 1949, अरे रख दो नीचे यार, I am in a good mood today. मेरी बात सुनो, I am a student of history. In 1949, Nehru wrote to Assam's first Chief Minister Gopinath Bordoloi. In 1949, Nehru wrote a letter to Gopinath Bordoloi telling him, please absorb.
Why do you not care about the Hindus after 2014? Why do you not care about the Hindus being persecuted right now? Why do you not care about the Hindus being persecuted in Pakistan right now? Why is there a cutoff of this 31st December 2014? Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, you asked the question, are Muslims being persecuted in Pakistan? Yes, they are. The Ahmadiyas are being persecuted. Well, fact in the world. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia says that I only care about the persecution of religious minorities in Muslim majority countries, and that shows his communal colors. He has no love for people from China or Myanmar who are being persecuted on religious grounds. He does not care about the Hindus being persecuted right now. Amit Shah said that CAA आएगा और फिर NRC आएगा और NRC में सब अपने कागज दिखाएंगे. यही सरकार सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाके कह रही है कागज नहीं दिखाएंगे. इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड से इन पे कागज दिखाए नहीं जा रहे. 27-28 दिन हो गए डायरेक्शन को आए हुए, डेडलाइन पास हुए 5 दिन हो गए, अभी तक SBI से इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड से कागज नहीं दिखाए गए क्योंकि अदानी अंबानी के साथ जो साठगांठ है वो सामने आ जाएगी.
In their talk,
minorities are being
there's no
persecuted.
coordination.
Minorities are being persecuted in China. But Modi ji is not
Can I say something?
China.
Neil.
कोई जबान भी नहीं चलती.
Neil.
बोलते हैं चाइना से ना कोई आया था, ना कोई आया है.
Neil. अरे now Nikhil, you're being a motor mouth. You're not stopping. To Neil, I want to tell him, and on the debate with Gaurav and Ratan Sharda.
They are not caring about the sovereign integrity of the country. China is
Nikhil, thank you.
Is crossing our borders.
कुछ भी बोल रहे हो भाई.
Military settlements in our.
Few words you have understood sovereign integrity. जो भी बोल रहे हो, you're pillowing on the program. Please understand. Just wait.
What are you talking
My
about?
question is,
No.
listen, yeah, just wait, no, यार. क्या बात कर रहे हो? Listen to me, no. This is too much, यार.
डिबेट किस बात में जरा बताइए.
आज बहुत प्यार आ रहा है रेफ्यूजीज.
ये निखिल भूल गया डिबेट किस बात पे है.
मैंने एक सॉलिड पॉइंट. डिबेट इस बात पे है रतन शारदा, नील एंड रतन शारदा वेलकम. तृणमूल कांग्रेस के एक नेतागण जिनका नाम है रत्ना बिस्वास, उन्होंने कहा रत्ना बिस्वास तृणमूल कांग्रेस की नेत्री, 2024 elections are going to be declared. The voters list is going to come out. Many Bangladeshi people are there. All the people from Bangladesh, not Bengalis, people from Bangladesh, if you have any problem getting your name into the voter list, come to me. I will put your name if you are a Bangladeshi into the voter list.
True.
Did she say that or not,
True.
Ratna? Did Ratna say that or not, Neil? Did she say that or not? You're legitimizing, Neil. You're getting Bangladeshis legitimized in the voter list. Why did she say that?
That is her statement, maybe. That is her statement, maybe. I'm not defending that statement. I cannot
She's making the statement on behalf of your party.
Your leader Mamta said we will not implement CAA. That is okay with you. A central law under central jurisdiction, a state chief minister defies and says I will not implement. Is she the Ratna or something? Do you remember what happens to SC/ST Hindus in Bengal? Remember Mari Jhapi? In Mari Jhapi, there's bullets for SC/ST Hindus by the then state government, so that is okay. But you want to give red carpet to the Bangladeshi Muslims because they are your voters. So you have exposed yourself.
You remember Sainda?
You are talking of Constitution Amendment, Article 14. Article 14, Constitution for Indian citizens. It is not for foreigners. If you are a citizen of India, are your rights being hindered? They are not. Every religion is the same rights. So what are you talking about? You are mixing up two issues, confusing people, creating hate. That is all you are doing. CA is for persecuted minorities from neighboring countries and constitution of the people who are of India. Is there any clause in CA which says it is for Indian Muslims? No, but you will create rats. Your chief minister will say, I will not implement CA. She will say, I will give the voter ID. So you are already accepting that Bangladeshi Muslims are voters in Bengal by cheap tactics of getting voter ID. Hindus never got it. Only Muslims got it. So you have shame for Mari Jhapi. You have no shame for people who suffered in Jammu Kashmir. You have no shame for people suffering even today from Pakistan. Every day, 3 Sikh, Christian, Hindu girls are picked up, kidnapped, raped or married. You are not worried about them. You are worried about Indian Muslims and nothing to do with CA.
No, I don't know. Why are you anti-Hindu? Neil, why don't... No. Everybody says you're anti-Muslim. Neil, why are you anti-Hindu? Why are you anti-Hindu? Why does Tariq Lari not ask Gaurav Bhatia why Neil is anti-Hindu? Hindu women are being targeted, picked up, massacred. Whether in Sandesh Khali, we should be supporting them. But if they're happening in Bangladesh, we should let them come here. We should
Never
give
we
them
are
sanctuary.
supporting
Why
that.
be anti-Hindu,
Never we are
Tariq Lari? You tell.
supporting
What is the problem
we
you
are
have with the
supporting
Hindu
that.
community? What is the problem
May
you
it
have
be
with Hindus?
Hindu, may it be Muslim.
No, I'm asking. So
may it
many
be
millions
Sikh,
of
may it be
Bangladeshi
Buddhist.
Muslims have entered. You have said very good. But 100
Your women MPs
Bangladeshi Hindus come in, you say we are in trouble.
Women. That is your secularism.
Gaurav Bhatia responding now. Gaurav and
You cannot
Tariq.
answer.
Only
What
Gaurav and
about the
Tariq.
women of Afghanistan?
Gaurav and Tariq, last point.
So,
Why am I responsible for women of Afghanistan?
I will tell you.
When your
You know,
Islamic
the
countries
logic
don't
of
take
the
in Islam.
perpetually pessimist, pseudo-secular and appeasement politics doers is this, that if you are a Muslim who is not a citizen of India, but you enter India illegally, you are welcome because you are their vote bank. But if you are a persecuted Hindu, Christian, Buddhist, Jain, then even the government which has been duly elected with a majority can't take a decision and enact a law to give you citizenship of the country. This is the sad part. This reveals their sick mindset. And I will tell you, Mahatma Gandhi, Arnab, you'll remember, she made an infamous statement when she said, if you implement the CAA, there will be civil war in India. How can there be civil war in India for a law that has been validly enacted by the parliament? And second, how does she get the courage to say this statement that I will not implement the centrally enacted law? You know what she is doing?
How can
She
she
is
say
giving
that?
us an evidence that the constitutional machinery in West Bengal has broken down. Same as Kerala, where the left is ruling. And the president will definitely take cognizance of these statements which are completely against our country and the constitution. Last but not the least, when they say, what about a Muslim who has been persecuted in these countries? I will tell them, they must read the Citizenship Act. There are other provisions which can be invoked to even give citizenship to Muslims from these countries, but on a case-to-case basis, like it has been done for Adnan Sami. The problem with Jairam Ramesh, Rahul Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav is they don't read the Constitution of India. They are busy only having their vote bank intact, even if they are illegal immigrants.
It's not a clarification. ये मुंह चुराने वाली बात है. दूसरी बात.
That is the problem with these leaders.
Gaurav. Now give me a chance to speak at least. Gaurav. Hello.
Please go ahead. I'm listening to you, Mr. Lari.
बोलिए.
हाँ. सीए मैंने पहले ही कहा कि सीए का जो मतलब निकाल रहे हैं वो है सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट. आप इसको सिटीजनशिप एडिशन एक्ट करिए ना. आप ऐड करने की बात कर रहे हो. अमेंडमेंट का मतलब हो गया
नाम छोड़िए
लोगों की
सिटीजनशिप.
पहले तो नाम का कंफ्यूजन दूर करिए. दूसरा, गांधी जी को आपने कोट किया था तो गांधी जी उतने ही सेक्युलर है जितने मुखर्जी और मोदी जी कम्युनल है. बिल्कुल सिंपल सी बात है. और जितना जिना कम्युनल है वो ये सब साथी लोग हैं. ये सब साथी बराती हैं. जिना, मुखर्जी, ये सब एक ही थाली के चट्टे बट्टे हैं.
आपको प्रॉब्लम किस प्रोविजन से है
जो आप कर रहे हो, जो आप सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट कर रहे हो, आपने
हम जो कर रहे हैं वो कानून संगत है.
इस संविधान में, इस देश के संविधान में साफ लिखा है कि आप धर्म, जात, रंग, भेद के ऊपर आपने तो सीधे सीधे एक धर्म पर भेदभाव कर दिया. आप तो यहाँ के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के खिलाफ जा रहे हो. और ये
this time Muslims will not be provoked.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चैलेंज होगी.
This time Muslims will not be provoked. They have understood that last time you lied to them. They have understood nobody is going to lose their citizenship. You can't cry wolf a second time. People have understood your lies. Ladies and gentlemen, CA has been implemented. End of story. No opposition. No Shaheen Bagh this time. We won't allow it. On the other hand, viewers, India tests the Agni 5. What it means for China and what is the message for Pakistan? We'll debate.